Hello, darling.
Stupid fuck ass, shitty ass, bitch computer, fucking. Damn.
We started with such great vibes. We were like, yeah, we're on it. You know, everything's just chugging along. We got set up in record time.
Yeah.
Like we've never been able to like get ready for stream that fast before, and then
I had the audacity to gently put my phone down on my laptop. Black. What? Fuck is that? That's a bad new habit. Don't develop that little habit. Jackass. Jeebus crust. Hi, Repony. And because of all that shit, I didn't get to...
Hey, chat. Yeah, so I guess this is the energy we're going in with it. So I guess there's nothing left for me to do, but, it's gender swap.
It is that kind of week, I fear.
Oh, goodness, you have no idea. Actually, you might. Welcome to Gender Swap, a podcast by two transgender siblings, one of whom is cursed. Cursed, I tells ya. And the other one is also cursed. Cursed, I tells ya. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Mika. My pronouns are she, her.
My name is Stevie, and I use he, they pronouns, and I'm feeling kind of fussy today. Don't worry about it. I'll get better, probably. But I do have a Red Bull-based energy drink, but it's not Red Bull. It's got pomegranate or some shit in it, along with a bunch of ice. And it's kind of separating a little bit. Kind of like how, you know, snow cones, whenever like all the juice goes to the bottom and you're just left with shitty ice snow cone at the top. Yeah. It's kind of like that, but it's a drink.
Aren't snow cones a drink?
No. I think they're considered as a dessert, even though I only liked them whenever they turned into a drink. I only liked them when they turned into a drink. I remember like waiting on mine to dissolve while like in elementary school at accelerated reading parties.
Okay. Also in chat, congrats on the camera and lens, Ripley.
Yo!
Awesome that
and it's snowing.
And it's snowing. I'm so envious. I wish it would snow. We had snow last year, like early on, and it was fucking amazing. And I was really hoping we might luck out and get a little more this year, but
it's like temperate right now.
So far, no luck. It's uncomfortably warm for this time of year.
Yeah, I mean it's in the low 60s, so like, sure, it's a little nippy for a Floridian, but it's nothing. It's nothing. Like barely that. I went and got my energy drink in this. No. In my cute new shirt from Old Navy. Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
But yeah, actually, Stevie, if you could stand up a little bit or maybe move your mic over, let the chat see your shirt.
I liked
Stevie
I
is
liked
wearing
how I styled it.
An amazingly cute green shirt, as we can see. And it really looks good. I think it looks really good on Stevie.
Chat, I like the halter top cut. I've always really liked that. I think it's really like fashion forward. Also, it actually fits me, so I'm really pleased. I finally have tight little crop tops like I wanted, and of course in a beautiful olive green tone that complements my skin.
Nice. Mm-hmm. You do have warmer undertones than I do. I'm very much a winter as far as my undertones and stuff.
I think I was a fall or a spring. What would green undertones get ya? I don't know.
That's olive.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I said olive earlier. Yeah. I think that would be considered a fall. I don't remember. It's the contrast between your skin and your hair, but who gives a fuck? It's all made up. It's all made up. Much like the love languages and the Myers-Briggs test.
Speaking of things that, well, no, they're not really made up.
They're not made up, unfortunately. They're very, very real.
They were. Here comes.
Yeah.
Here comes the news.
This is some bullshit, gang.
So, for anyone who's been remotely online in the past couple of days, I'm sure you know that a ton of news is happening. But in keeping with our current setup, I'm only going to be presenting 3 news articles in this
which
episode.
I appreciate.
And I'm going
You've not
to
exercised this restraint in the past, and I really, really, really love that we have sort of returned to form.
and I'm going to save the rest of what I really want to talk about for the Here Comes the News episode I'm going to be streaming on Wednesday. So if you feel like we don't cover nearly as much as we should in this episode, tune in then. It'll just be me. I had messaged Stevie before to ask if he wanted to come on and try to help me out with it. But he mentioned something about furries. I don't know. I didn't dig too much into it.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Thank you.
not my problem. None of my business.
No, not your circus, not your monkeys.
Exactly.
And I mean that so literally.
Goodness. So,
Oh, a green cardigan.
I figure we could go ahead and launch right into the news. Again, really important things happening. I want to make sure that we talk about it. Our first headline, this is from Futurism.com.
Okay.
ChatGPT is now linked to way more deaths than the caffeinated lemonade that Panera pulled off the market because it kept killing people.
That is a very interesting comparison point because that, like, it refers back to another very viral story that people could recall, a very specific number of deaths. Like, it lays it out very, very clearly. It's like a product before caused this many deaths or caused fewer deaths, and it was completely pulled. But this one does that, and we've based our entire economy on it.
You know, another
Good
product
headline.
that also kills a lot of people, way more people than the lemonade did, and yet it's still on the market.
Yeah.
Teslas.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually in fiery, unplanned Viking funerals.
Bummer.
But anyway.
Unplanned Viking funeral is good. That's good.
Thank you. Anyway, in 2023, fast casual restaurant Panera kind of got into some trouble because they put out a caffeine-packed lemonade drink called Charged Lemonade. And it was publicly linked to at least 2 deaths.
Oh, just 2?
And
ChatGPT's had way more than that.
And 1 other life-altering cardiac injury.
Yeah.
Victims and their families sued, alleging that Panera had failed to properly warn restaurant goers about the amount of caffeine in the drinks and their associated risk. By May of 2024, the restaurant chain had decided to pull the controversial beverage.
It was impossible for them to get away from that kind of bad press, genuinely.
As of last week, on the other hand, ChatGPT, who's the maker of OpenAI, is facing a total of 8 separate lawsuits.
Oh my god.
Alleging that extensive use of its flagship chatbot inflicted emotional and psychological harm to users.
And these are just the lawsuits that are being brought.
Yeah. These are just the lawsuits, so we know there's many more cases. And
yeah,
they're alleging that it causes mental breakdowns, financial instability, alienation from loved ones, and in 5, count them, 5 cases, suicide.
Yeah. They're so fucking sycophantic, like all of these chatbots, intentionally so, that they will just essentially encourage all of your ideas, including the murderous ones, including the suicidal ones.
Well, the thing is, like,
so much for a fucking helper.
Well, think of like ChatGPT and other large language model AI quotes. It's not intelligence. It is
right.
It is a glorified autocomplete bot. It's a chat bot. That can also do some like generative stuff, like pictures and video and whatnot. Usually, the result of it ripping off real artists.
Yeah.
And their work. I don't know if you heard about this, but Grok, X, formerly known as Twitter, had to hide Grok's media tab because of the sheer volume of child sex abuse material that was being generated by Grok.
Hey! Does anyone give a fuck about anything anymore? Anybody?
So,
don't you care that your user base really, really, really wants Grok to make that? And also, isn't it a problem that it does and can and won't stop?
yeah. I mean, in general, I think just having AI being able to make naked, nude images of people without their consent is a problem, regardless of age. But it is especially troublesome that it's doing it with children. So
yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
But anyway, I want to move on to our next headline. This is from CNBC.com. Gold and silver prices fall after CME raises precious metals margins again.
You'd started telling me about this the other night. I need a better explanation so I can kind of get it.
I'm gonna try, but I'm still a little on it.
Okay.
Gold and silver prices fell Wednesday after exchange operator CME Group again hiked the margins on precious metal futures. The move comes as investors book profits after historic annual rally. CME Group said in a statement on Tuesday that the decision was made as per the normal review of market volatility to ensure adequate collateral coverage.
Interesting. What?
Yeah, I don't get that
Sorry.
either. It sounds like bullshit. They just kind of, we'll string some words together, and if you're not in finance, it'll sound reassuring.
Yeah, they're like margins and futures and whatever. Talk like a person. Talk like a person. I hate all this fake money shit. I hate finance world.
Silver tumbled in price 5.6% to $72.15 per ounce.
Okay.
Gold is up more than 64% year to date, on track for its best annual performance since 1979 for the third positive year.
I feel like that's because of like doomsday preppers, but
yeah, silver,
everybody likes gold.
Like outpaced gold, but it's had wild price swings within the past few days. Like gold, this would be silver's best yearly performance since 1979, but silver's price boom has stemmed from a mix of low supply and high demand from India, as well as industrial needs and tariffs. Stevie, I'm going to hold something up for you. What is this that I'm holding in my hand?
Cell phone, telephone.
That's right. It is a cell phone. Do you
I love
know
my
what
cell
cell phone and tablets and computers and cruise missiles and intercontinental ballistic missiles and weapon systems and fighter jets and helicopters and all that other shit all have inside them?
Precious metals.
Silver.
Oh, that precious metal.
Do you know who owns currently estimated 70% of the current silver stockpile in the world?
Who owns most of the silver that we need so bad for our stuff?
China.
Woohoo! Not for the U.S. Not good for us.
I mean, it's fine for us. Who cares? But I mean, it's not fine for us. But I mean, it's fine for you and me personally.
Right.
We'll be good.
We don't give a fuck.
We don't worry about not being able to make Tomahawk cruise missiles or whatever the fuck.
No. The part I am worried about, is this supposed to be the stuff that's backing our dollar, though? Like, will the dollar become much, much weaker if there are issues with gold and silver supply? Or am I silly and we don't base it off of that stuff anymore?
We don't base it off that stuff anymore. We haven't since the 70s.
Yeah, I don't really see how we could, given how weird money has gotten in general. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we base, the dollar is tied to something called the petrodollar.
What is that?
It's based on fossil fuels.
Okay. That seems bad.
Stevie, it's not.
Like oil and stuff?
Like oil and stuff, yeah. Oil.
Hey.
Our economy is intrinsically linked to the shit that's destroying the planet.
Yeah, that's great.
Isn't it, though?
Doesn't the U.S. like to do stupid shit for oil?
Well, Stevie, look, we've done stupid shit for oil for a really long time. Something we will end up touching a bit on later.
It's a great American tradition.
It is a great American tradition. You know what else is a great American tradition, at least within the past several decades? Electing really, really old people and letting them hold the reins of power during
Until they
cognitive
fucking
and physical
die.
decline.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is from the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
As signs of aging emerge, Trump responds with defiance.
Bad news, dog. You will age either way. Like, sorry, signs of aging. Yeah. I'm glad they're just now emerging, though. Can you imagine what it would have been like if he'd been visibly aging before now?
So basically, we're finding out that Trump is taking like twice the amount of aspirin that his doctors are recommending because
What the fuck?
he's had issues with his arteries and veins in his legs and arms and hands and like his extremities.
Huh.
And it was actually said in an interview or a press conference rather that hold on, let me try to get this right.
You're gonna do a stupid voice.
I think it's good to have your blood thinner because you don't need to have your blood being too thick. It works better to have thin blood.
Oh my god! Tell me that's not a quote.
This is a quote. Your big wet boy in the White House,
This is a
President
quote, yeah.
Donald John Trump.
It's better to have thin blood.
Love
Out of the
having
president's
thin
mouth.
blood. The thinnest in the world.
You pull it to New York. Like, he doesn't
No one's
actually
got
sound
as
as
thin
New
as
York
blood as I do.
as you seem to think he does.
Stevie, he's from New York.
Yeah, and he doesn't manage to sound like that.
No, he sounds like Trump.
Yeah. You sound like a gangster. You sound like Joe Pesci in Home Alone. That's what you sound like you're doing an impression of. It's like a New York. Yeah. To me,
I don't think
Go
you
ahead.
recognize what Joe Pesci sounds like.
but okay, I'm not gonna look it up during podcast. I'm gonna reserve that for later. But you might be right because I don't know actors,
I know you don't.
and you
For
don't
the
know
longest
Trump.
time, you told me you were confused about whether Ben Affleck was the same guy
Ben Stiller,
as
yeah.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, we remember. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Which honestly, Stevie, that in my mind
That's
automatically
bad.
disqualifies you from any
It's-
actor talk. I'm sorry.
That's bad. that's a crazy
That
fuck
is
up.
egregious.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
But anyway, Trump is visibly decaying
Yeah.
before our
Interesting.
very eyes. I don't know if you know this, but in the White House, they actually recently put signs outside of all the doors to like the Oval Office and
Sorry.
the press meeting room.
And it says like what they're for because he keeps forgetting.
yeah, they're labeling shit.
Oh no, I said that as a joke. Sorry, aren't there already signs that say like the Oval Office? The
No, because
newsroom?
previous presidents
Just
kinda
fucking knew
didn't
where to
need
go.
them.
just kind of remembered the house where they lived in, that they've been living in, and this one also lived in before.
Yeah.
You did this before, dog. How are you forgetting where shit is? Oh, he's so cooked. He's so fucking cooked. What happens when the blood isn't flowing properly to your limbs and your brain and your everything? Does that cause a heart attack or does that do something else?
I'm no doctor. I can't speak on what exactly may happen. So I'm just going to do like a lot of news presenters do in this our modern age and make shit up.
Okay.
It will make your
Sources say.
arms and legs explode.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Like big old blood-filled water balloons. Just
Oh, that's nasty. Why is my shit like creased? It's like fucked over here. Did no one notice that?
I did, but I don't care.
How could you? Okay, all better.
Yeah. So anyway, that's been our 3 headlines for the news.
That's been our 3 headlines?
Yeah, we're done. I talked about all the important stuff we had to talk about, Stevie. Now,
Is it?
I would like to move on to our next segment, which I've been looking forward to. I've planned a lot and put a lot into it today. This segment that we're moving to, if I can find the drop, and I'm trying really hard to buy myself some time. Oh, found it.
Second row, second from the right.
Thanks, Stevie. I'm glad you can see my screen too. This is, look at these assholes.
Thank God.
I really should upgrade my soundboard because it will let me like use more colors to color code.
That'd be fun.
And also put cute little graphics on them to help differentiate.
Even more fun.
Yeah.
You gotta
So,
close
Stevie,
the soundboard now because I want to see you.
Stevie, there's a lot going on in the world with a lot of assholes. So, I'm just going to ask you a quick question. What assholes do you think I want to talk about today?
I figure we're talking about the people who fucking kidnapped the president of Venezuela. I really think we should probably talk about that.
That's right, Stevie. This week, our assholes are pretty much the entire U.S. government and military apparatus.
We're so fucked. Okay. Don't take that attitude. Okay.
So, as I'm sure a lot of people are aware, the U.S. has been pretty much indiscriminately blowing up fishing boats in the Caribbean in international waters, specifically Venezuelan boats, claiming that they're bringing in drugs like fentanyl.
Even though they're very obviously not. You can very much see their fishing boats, and you are killing regular people.
And you're
also,
committing war crimes by doing double tap strikes on the fishing boats. Video of which has been released and we have seen.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But on December 11th, and we didn't talk about it before, but I meant to, but other things kept popping up. But on December 11th of 2025, the administration took a look at the situation and thought, hey, what if we kicked it up a notch? What if we...
He said, we can antagonize a lot more than we are. Does anybody want some antagonism?
We've got this huge-ass military. Let's go for it.
Why don't we ever invade anybody? I'm literally so bored. Why don't we ever invade anybody? It's truly what it feels like Trump is doing. It's like we have this whole big military, but don't even freaking use it for anything I like.
So, there was an oil tanker going from Venezuela to Cuba to bring them oil.
Cool.
And the U.S. government decided to take it.
Oh, huh? Okay.
In a statement from President Trump, "We've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela. Large tanker, very large, largest one ever, actually. And other things are happening."
And other things?
I didn't make that quote up. That's literally what he said.
And he said, and other things are happening. The kidnapping of the president.
Well, not yet. This is December 11th.
He said, oh, you're right. This was a few weeks ago, because this was this weekend. You're right. Oh, yeah, so that's an understated way to put it. So he's already, robbing, they're already stealing.
Yes.
From Venezuela, very obviously.
It was a joint task force that grabbed the tanker. And it was a joint task force between the U.S. military and...
No way.
The FBI.
No way. That seems bad.
You know, the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
The one that usually works inside of the country?
The one that's supposed to work inside of the country, yeah. Yeah, they're doing shit outside the country now.
Oh!
Which makes me
So
wonder.
I already thought it was bad that the CIA was doing stuff outside of the country too, but in my brain, doesn't it feel still kind of like, well, at least they have one that's for inside the house and one that's for outside? But no,
Yeah, they just let the
all the
inside
inside shoes
cat
are outside
outside.
shoes now.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
But what makes me wonder is the CIA hasn't really said anything about this.
Yeah,
I haven't heard
or are they
anything
doing
from
something different?
CIA being like, yo, that's bullshit, this is our turf. Which makes me wonder if the CIA isn't sweet, now we get to do shit in the country. Which, admittedly, they already were. Hey kids, go look up MK Ultra.
Yeah, I'm also worried that the CIA is still doing stuff. That's just the stuff we haven't heard about yet.
Yeah. Anyway, when asked what was going to happen to the oil, Trump responded,
Yeah, what is going to happen to the oil?
"We keep it, I guess."
Oh, he said, I guess? I don't know why we took it, but, like, I guess now that we have it, we should keep it? Like, that wasn't literally the fucking goal. Theft?
In response, the Venezuelan government accused the U.S. of blatant theft.
It's literally in front of everyone.
And described the seizure as an act of international piracy.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I don't have a headline for it, but one of the things that was being floated over the past couple of weeks that kind of got lost in the shuffle was members of the administration as well as Republican officials floating the idea that that they allowed private citizens to go and hijack Venezuelan boats, basically making them privateers. That's right, we're bringing
Legal
back
pirates.
the age of piracy in the Caribbean. They're going to get a letter of marque, and then they could go steal boats.
That is such a bad idea. This is literally just trying to give citizens the power to fuck around and fuck over the rest of the world. Like, you're just trying to, like, give power to the worst people ever, like you did with the ICE agents. Like, that's literally all this is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's insane.
So, this article, by the way, the next paragraph. Trump has repeatedly raised the possibility of U.S. military intervention in Venezuela. The seizure is the first of a Venezuelan oil cargo amid U.S. sanctions that have been taken by force since 2019. It is also the Trump administration's first known action against a Venezuela-related tanker since he ordered a massive military buildup in the region. I sure hope that this article from almost a month ago isn't foreshadowing anything. But anyway, moving on to our next part of this.
Okay.
I want to point out it's not just the administration that are the assholes here.
No, it's not. I would wager it's also, like, the media that's trying to manufacture consent.
I mean, yeah, them too, but I mean it's the whole government. Our next headline is from thehill.com.
Okay.
Top Democrats call on Trump to expand those oil tanker seizures and go
You
target
stupid
Russia.
pieces of shit. You dumb bitches. Fuck you.
Senator Chris Coons on Friday called on President Trump to expand the administration's
Stupid ass.
seizures of Venezuelan oil tankers to tankers coming in from Russia.
You shall not see the light of heaven.
He's been using our military to interdict oil tankers because there is this ghost fleet that helps keep the Venezuela's regime alive. Ghosts, Stevie! Ghosts!
Okay, sure. Because we'll believe that bullshit. Whatever. Who fucking cares?
And you take off their masks. And it was communism the whole time.
Of course it was. Of course it was. This really is just like they're trying to do a new Red Scare. Like, this is fucking... It's fucking weird.
Anyway, Chris Coons went on. He should be using those same tools to interdict the ghost fleet that helps fund Russia's brutal war machine that helps keep the Iranian regime alive, and Stevie, it helps fund support for North Korea.
All right, so you're just like lying and making shit up, and you're saying all the communists that I don't like are friends with each other and they're talking behind my back. Huh? Like
if you've got a bingo card right now, you're almost there.
Yes.
You just like name dropped like a bunch in a row.
Yeah, that... Weird. That's pretty fucking weird. Unfortunately, war is so profitable, and Democrats and Republicans alike are equally motivated by money. So...
They do love them some war. Chris Coons went on. He had more to say, Stevie.
Of course he fucking did.
He's saying that Trump ran on avoiding stupid new wars overseas. And that the president has been, quote, sleepwalking without a clear policy or clear path forward into a conflict with one of our hemisphere's most capable authoritarian regimes.
They also keep referring to the Venezuelan government as being like authoritarian.
They always do that.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Very interesting.
I'm positive. The Venezuelan government has probably done some bad shit.
Yeah.
Governments tend to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of a given.
Yeah.
Are they doing bad shit on the scale that the U.S. is? I would argue that objectively, no.
And I would argue
Not
that we
even
don't
close.
really have any business overthrowing anyone's government. I think it's kind of up to the people to get to do that if they so desire.
No, Steve, you don't understand. The United States loves helping people get freedom. And then after we help them get their freedom, we help them set up people in their government who also helpfully want to pay the U.S. back by helpfully giving the U.S. access to their nation's resources, of which, fun fact, the combined rare earth mineral deposits and largest oil fields that have been confirmed in the world in Venezuela amount to a total value of $1.6 trillion.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that makes money signs appear in Trump's eyes and his tongue lolls out and down the fucking aisle. Yeah.
Real quick, I have to jump over to chat real fast.
Aw.
Aloe Vera, good to see you again. And also, thank you. I'm glad you like the makeup. It was a bit of an experiment. I wasn't sure how it would come out.
It does look good. The contour looks good on the stream. I'm seeing it.
Heck yeah.
I like it. Yeah, so it's pretty fucking transparent why the U.S. is getting into this war. Also, I would like to note, like, Maduro is like a self-proclaimed communist. There have been, like, there was a lot of back and forth about, like, his election being rigged. Like, but here's the thing. That's none of our fucking business. Like, that sounds crazy, but genuinely, hey, that's Venezuela's business. Like there are already people who are fucking in the country organizing and figuring out what's going on there. And this is our excuse for getting involved. Like, they're claiming, I hate it. It stresses me the fuck out.
Stevie.
And every annoying fucking liberal you know is pretending like Maduro is a goddamn war criminal.
Stevie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a moment here.
Go ahead.
I think it's awful. Terrible to have rigged elections. Like, could you imagine for a moment that there's a country, okay, and this country only has two parties that are viable, and you can only vote for who those parties say you can vote for after their primaries, and you don't have any other options really because they're the only two that are viable. And imagine, if you will, there's another group of secret voters whose vote matters more than you.
Oh, no.
So even if you pick someone from the two options you've been given, and the secret voters don't like it, they can negate what you voted for.
Yeah, because who gives a fuck? Because who gives a fuck?
Awful. Rigged elections.
That does sound
and can
like
you
riggery.
Imagine if a country was allowed to operate that for a long period of time? Let's say 2.5 centuries, give or take.
Yeah.
I don't know that the United States of America, beacon of freedom around the world, could stand for that.
Honest to God, probably not.
So, usually, whenever we go and overthrow a government, we set up an administration and politicians that are local to the area, and then they give us their shit. It's what we did in
It's like a
Afghanistan,
puppet government.
It's what we did in Iraq. It's what we did in Guatemala. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Well, this is from Politico.com, by the way. The Trump administration sent a private message to American oil companies basically saying, hey, y'all go in and fix this shit and you get it. We're not going through locals. They've cut out the middleman. It's basically going directly to the control of American fossil fuel companies.
That's insane. That's crazy.
I want to repeat that for our listeners and viewers. U.S. soldiers have been sent in to another country to blow shit up and kill people so that oil companies get more money.
Yeah.
And
Tales old as fucking time. This is insane. That's happening again. And oh my god.
yeah, but this time they're not even doing the middleman. They're just
It's not even the pretending. It's so mask off.
It's
It's
completely
so
mask
mask off. It's very fucking eerie.
it's kind of telling that they feel like they don't even need to lie anymore.
That. They're literally saying, who's gonna check me? And it is very, very, very much, I fear, up to the global community to answer that question.
You're right. Because on Saturday night, well, technically Sunday morning, around 3 a.m., about 20 minutes after I went to bed, the U.S. military bombed the fuck out of Venezuela
Oh my god.
and kidnapped President Maduro and dragged him back to the U.S. He's currently being held in New York City in a
Yeah, I was wondering, where the fuck are they
facility.
keeping him? In what?
A Brooklyn facility in New York.
Okay.
Under guard by the most important of U.S. military branches, the NYPD.
This seems like a really bad idea. And I get a really awful feeling. Sorry, the Automod caught something really funny, which is like it flagged that somebody said gay shit in chat. And I'm like, no, I love gay shit. Let them say that. Let them say that.
Yeah, we're huge fans of gay shit here.
I love gay shit. Don't worry, Twitch. I'm sorry, where was I? I got so distracted.
By gay shit.
By gay shit.
No, you were saying.
I don't recall what I was saying is the problem.
Oh, Stevie.
It's okay.
That's a shame.
Alas.
Anyway, getting back to what Trump told them. One of the industry officials familiar with the conversations as Politico frames this said, they're saying you got to go in if you want to play and get reimbursed.
So they're saying you'll be rewarded in oil, essentially, or like in capital for doing our dirty work.
This next paragraph, by the way, is telling because this was posted on yesterday, January 3rd.
Okay.
Which was when the U.S. fucking invaded and bombed shit and kidnapped their president.
Yeah.
The offer to the oil companies has been on the table for the last 10 days.
You pieces of shit. I fucking knew they were planning this. God damn it. Because you have to be, right? They had to have been. Since, I wonder, December 11th? So at least when we,
There was also, apparently, leaks that went to the New York Times and the Washington Post before the invasion and bombing.
Goddamn.
And they opted just not to mention it.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So, if any of you dear listeners or viewers out there are currently subscribed to the New York Times or the Washington Post, the official gender swap stance is, don't fucking do that. Go sign up for our Patreon. Give us the money. If you really want to waste that money, give it to us.
Please. Damn.
Please. So, in the press conference on Sunday morning after the U.S. did a bunch of this shit, Trump said, we're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country.
Oh, you're going to make the money for the country by going in and letting our companies have access to all of their oil, rebuild all of their infrastructure, and do whatever they want with the product.
Do you know why their infrastructure is so fucked?
I fear it probably has something to do with us.
It's because we fucking bombed it yesterday.
Hey, great point. The infrastructure was just fine before we went in there.
Yeah. Do you know why the U.S. has had such a hard-on for Venezuela other than their resources and has been so, like, about Venezuela?
Communism, connection to Cuba?
I mean, yeah, that. But also, because about 50 years ago,
Yeah.
the Venezuelan government saw that the oil industry was under the control of private companies who were fucking over the Venezuelan people. So, about 20 years ago, oh, I'm sorry, in the 50 years ago, they decided to say fuck you and nationalize it.
Good for them.
Putting it directly under the control of the government. And 20 years ago, President Hugo Chavez expanded the asset seizures.
Hell yeah.
The country has some of the largest oil reserves in the world, but its petroleum infrastructure has decayed amid years of mismanagement and meager investment, according to Politico.
I think you're lying. I think they have the most plentiful oil fields that have been recorded. Maybe you're right, but I'm not going to trust Politico, unfortunately.
And also, I feel like they were getting the oil at a rate they felt they needed to. They weren't trying to overproduce.
Bleed it dry.
Like the U.S. does.
Yeah.
So, surprisingly enough, the administration hasn't laid out any kind of long-term plan.
Yeah. Also, the one thing that keeps coming up also from like kind of bleeding heart liberals is like, and he didn't go through Congress. This is like totally unauthorized war. You have to get permission from Congress before you go to war. Hey, I don't think we should go to war at all. Hey, I think it's bad that we're there at all. Like, I get what you mean. Oh no, he didn't ask the people we wanted him to ask. He didn't follow the instructions for doing imperialism. Do you hear how fucking stupid you sound? It's happening anyway. You're dumb and you're an idiot, and this sucks. This shouldn't be fucking happening. If you're upset because he didn't do it politely, you're a moron.
I also love how the immediate thing that a lot of liberal talking heads and news agencies jump to is he's breaking the rules. That's illegal. And it's like, hey, okay, has he seen consequences any of the previous times he did the illegal shit?
It's like, oh, okay, so the rules don't exist then. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's no rules.
If the rule you followed brought you to this, of what use was the rule?
Unenforced rules are non-existent rules.
So, Bob McNally, who was a former national security advisor and energy advisor to everyone's favorite ex-president, George W. Bush.
The fuck is he doing here?
Well, right now, he's a lobbyist / consultant for Rapidan Energy Group.
Fossil fuels?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Anyway, he said in this interview, it's not clear there's been a specific plan beyond the principal decision that in a post-Maduro Trump-compliant regime...
Trump-compliant regime?
Uh-huh. Not U.S. compliant.
Sorry, why do they have to comply at all if they are a sovereign fucking nation? This is just a hostile takeover. This is just invasion and taking over of a country.
Well, Stevie, as it was established by Marco Rubio in a press conference yesterday...
Oh, yeah.
Venezuela, over the past few years, has had the temerity, the ovarian fortitude, the huevos, to begin trade with China using their own currency instead of the U.S. dollar. And that's a problem.
Who gives a fuck?
No, Stevie, of course we give a fuck.
Who gives a... I feel like I'm going crazy.
If they don't use the U.S. dollar, we can't sanction them anymore.
So, yeah, it sounds like they made a good decision then. Why the fuck would they have to use another currency if theirs is directly fucking convertible to another? Like, there's literally no fucking reason for them to have to do that. We are the unnecessary middleman, and as soon as the fucking middleman feels left out, he starts jamming fingers in everywhere. Like, get out, dude. Jesus.
Anyway, McNally, that's what he was saying. Again, Trump-compliant regime, which again, I want to point out. He said Trump-compliant, not U.S. government compliant.
Yeah. It would be bad if they said U.S. government But it's even worse that they said Trump. It is much worse that they said Trump. That's just dictator shit. Come on.
What the regime looks like and what the plans are for getting there hasn't been fully fleshed out yet.
Yeah, no, you're literally just making it up as you go along.
Which, I want to point out that, do you remember Afghanistan?
I mean, yeah, a little.
Yeah. You remember how we invaded them and destroyed their government? And we're like, we'll be done in a few weeks, it's fine. And then we were stuck there for 20 years?
Yeah.
You remember Iraq? How
Yeah.
it took us like 8 or 9 weeks to grab Saddam Hussein? And we're like,
Yeah.
we'll be fine, we'll be done after this, it'll be all good. And then we were there for a fucking decade?
Yeah.
How long do you think we're going to be in Venezuela?
Oh, at least a decade, I'm fucking sure. Holy shit. Holy shit, we cannot do this. We cannot fucking do this. We have to get out. Oh my fucking god.
But, yeah. So anyway, all that together has been this week's Look at These Assholes.
Yeah. In fucking deed, huh? Jesus Christ.
So, Stevie, I hear tell...
You heard tell of nothing. You heard tell that I need to piss and get more water also.
Oh, come on.
Like you don't.
No, I don't, because I'm an adult.
I'm not gonna broach this kind of slander. I'll be right back.
All right, fine. So, while Stevie goes and does his thing, I'm going to awkwardly sit here in silence and maybe chat with chat. So, yeah. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Stevie seems very excited by that. By the way, Stevie, again, love the shirt. It looks really good.
Thank you. Thanks. I like it so much. Okay, so I would like to meander. I have a segment. I have been sort of sitting on this one like a little golden goose egg for a couple of months.
Okay.
So the segment that I want to pop on over to is Mischievous One.
Mischievous ones?
Yes, I said that.
I can't help but notice that, like, recently, you've been bringing more mischievous ones to the podcast than I have.
Oh my god, you're right.
And honestly, I feel like I've fallen off my game. So I guess the only thing I have left to do is to bring my own mischievous ones to the Patreon episode this week. So if you're interested in that, hop on over to Patreon and sign up and hear who I want to talk about.
Yay.
I love how I
Okay.
play the drop and we just kind of wiggle with the music while it goes.
Yeah, it's just sort of like a meditative moment. And it's definitely like offbeat wiggling to them because we're not hearing it at the same rate that they are and vice versa.
Oh, no, like I'm wiggling in time to what I hear and then I look at you and you're like half a beat or so off. So we're just kind of like doing that
Windshield
on our
wipers.
respective screens.
Oh, yeah. So what I'm pulling from today is the Wikipedia article for the Jamao hoaxes, which are Wikipedia. It was a Wikipedia-based, we'll say, editor scandal. In terms of, like, lasting impact, I don't really know, but I think it's fascinating.
Okay.
So, between 2012 and 2022, an editor on Wikipedia using the name Jamao created over 200 interconnected articles on the Chinese Wikipedia about fabricated events in medieval Russian history. While combining elements of research with fantasy, her work was comprehensive and cited, though some references were fake. For example, she cited Sergei Solovyov's 29-volume History of Russia from the Earliest Times, which exists, but the Chinese...
Cat feeder just go off?
The feeder went off and I didn't want to spoil the whole audio.
Oh, cat feeder went off again. Still going.
Okay, so it exists, but the Chinese translation that she cited does not. So she's definitely bullshitting a little bit, but it's kind of like... honestly, it's very smart to say like, oh, well, I got this from the translated version, and then people kind of can't find that translated version. that flies very under the radar, I think.
Well, Stevie,
Uh-huh.
why would anyone bother to, like, check a source in a language they don't understand? It's the
Yeah, I
internet.
mean-
Nobody lies on the internet. You can trust them.
You can trust them, especially Wikipedia editors. Also, this lasted 10 years. That's such a long time to be doing this. So the web of articles centered around Akashian silver mine and political ties between princes of Tver and dukes of Moscow. The longest of Jamal's hoax articles, close to a novel in length, overviewed 3 fabricated 17th century Tatar uprisings and their impact on Russia, complete with a custom map drawn by the user. A little bit fun. A little bit fun.
I don't know why everybody's getting annoyed when someone's just doing a little bit of world building.
They're just doing a little bit of world building. It just happens that they were also saying that it was our. That's the only problem.
Stevie,
Only
how
problem.
much of history do you think isn't just somebody making shit up to world build and then nobody catches on for a while?
We have no way of knowing. We have no way of knowing.
For instance, did you know that the first president of the United States once chopped down a cherry tree?
Oh, you're
And
right.
when
That
his-
was bullshit.
When his dad was like, hey, why'd you do this?
You're right.
Did you do this?
He said, I cannot tell a lie.
And George Washington stood up proudly and said, I cannot tell a lie.
Yeah.
I did it. That
Stupid ass story.
bullshit, stupid ass story
It's just a fable
was
to
the
tell kids not
result
to
of some
lie.
fucker in the 19th century making shit up and was taught
Totally.
as fact for like 150 years.
Fair. That's fair. I guess you're right. Is that? It's in the background music. Okay, I was hearing that tone, and I was like, I got nervous. I was scared. I couldn't tell what was happening.
Yeah, it's from my track called Red Clay.
Okay.
Love that track.
Another article that she wrote featured images of rare coins that she attributed to Russian archaeologists.
Okay.
Her work on Soviet deportations of Chinese people was vetted as a featured article on the Chinese Wikipedia, and it was translated into the English, Arabic, and Russian Wikipedias. Her articles included elaborate detail on currency and eating utensils. She's really going in on world building here. Jamal's alternative histories, it says actually started in 2010 here, with fictive embellishments about the Qing dynasty of, is it King, Qing?
Yeah, I assume.
Okay. Official Wait. Jamal's alternative history started in 2010 with fictive embellishments about the Qing dynasty official Hessian, about one specific guy. Love that. So weird. Don't get it. 2 years later, she turned to Russian history topics, with the biography of Alexander I, before expanding to general Russian history, mainly around medieval Slavic states. Jamal later said that her invented articles were meant to complete gaps in her initial fabrications.
Yeah. Stevie.
I'm obsessed with that. She said, well, I only lied to cover up my lie.
No, it's not lying. It's just, you write a story.
Oh, I
and
froze.
Sometimes you've got some potholes. So
Yeah.
you got to fill in the extra information. Look, she did the same shit that celebrated novelist J.R.R. Tolkien did. Where he
I don't know if that's true.
No, he wrote some shit. And he's like, hold on, I've got to write a backstory for this shit.
Yeah,
And then he had
but
to
he
write some
didn't
more
say it was
backstories
about...
to the backstories. And then extra backstories to the backstories. And now...
Yeah, but he didn't say it was about Russia, like Russia from the Earth that we live on. You know?
Well, canonically, Middle Earth was the age before the current age. He was saying that it was this Earth. It was our world.
I'm not going to engage with this line of thought anymore because because it's a falsity and I don't care. I think that you're bullshitting me.
No, I'm not.
I don't like
I'm not
that.
bullshitting about it. But no, anyway, specifically what I was saying was
okay, I'm gonna
J.R.R.
get you out his world building
Tolkien
now.
wrote shit and then wrote extra shit to explain some of the shit and then wrote even more shit for backstory for that shit. And then he wrote letters and like journal entries and papers he never meant anyone else to see about the shit he wrote. And now, 50 years later, we have Amazon scraping the bottom of the barrel of the shit he wrote about.
Every opinion he ever had. Everything he ever said about the Lord of the Rings and more.
So all this to say, give it 20 years, and Amazon's going to do themselves a prestige TV series about fictive Russian history.
With spirit Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
So the way that Jamal gained the community's confidence was by posing as a scholar. Of course, that seems most simple.
Yeah.
She falsely claimed she held a PhD in world history from Moscow State University, was the daughter of a Chinese diplomat in Russia, and was married to a Russian man. Her profile included a petition by her fictional husband related to the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
One veteran editor of the Chinese Wikipedia, John Yip, recognized Jamal with a Wikipedia Barnstar Award in early 2022 to honor her work.
Mm-hmm.
However, Jamal used at least 4 sock puppet accounts to give her edits the appearance of outside support.
Hell yeah.
In at least one instance, she conversed directly with another account she controlled. Another account presented as a Peking University doctoral student with expertise in Russian history and claimed an off-site relationship with Jamal. Yet another account had editing history dating back to 2010, but entered Jamal's control in 2019. These sock puppet accounts also contributed false histories about the Qing dynasty and Russia under Vladimir Putin.
Great. You know, Stevie, you're listing all this stuff, but so far, I don't think she did anything wrong.
Okay, I mean, it's pretty innocuous as far as wrongdoing goes, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing, buddy?
Absolutely, it's innocuous. People make up shit about shit all the time.
They do. How do you... Honestly, okay, who do you think it is that, like, detected this first or got suspicious first?
Honestly?
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to bet there was some really annoying Yale grad with a special interest in Russian history. Who then went, hold on, no, I've read up on my medieval history, and because I, as a Yale graduate, or as a Yale student, and member of the Skull and Bones Society, have all the insider knowledge on the goings-on with the Illuminati.
Close. It was a Chinese novelist named Yafan who came upon Jamal's Chinese Wikipedia article on a cash and silver mine during research for a book, and was intrigued by its detail, which included background on its social history, soil composition, and refining processes.
Okay, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Bex Communicate in chat just made a very good point. When did she say she was telling the truth?
She was just writing on Wikipedia.
Yeah. You know, sometimes AO3 doesn't hit like it should. So you just gotta jump to the platform.
Y'all really support women's rights and wrongs. Like, it's being demonstrated to me more clearly than ever at the moment.
I don't think any of it's wrong.
I don't even know if I think it really is. Like, making up lies about Slavic states, I don't know. Like, the thing about, like Soviet deportations of Chinese people, I'm like, okay, that could be casting a bad light that isn't necessarily deserved, but also, like, I don't know if that's the case or if she's pulling from that topic, but is just making shit up surrounding it. It sounds like she's already pulling from that topic and making shit up around it.
Well, that was a thing that happened.
Right, it showed me the link to it.
There was a collapse of Soviet-Sino relations in the mid-20th century because the Soviets decided that the Maoists weren't doing it quite right.
Oh, it says 20s and 30s. Yeah. So she did apparently like a separate article like related to that topic, and that was featured. Yeah. As far as detection, it was really the cash and silver mine that seems to have gotten to this person.
Of course, it was petty bullshit.
Of course, right?
People on the internet love calling each other on petty bullshit.
Oh yeah, you can find so many goddamn YouTube videos that are like, talking about like this research article is bullshit and here's why. And I love those. I think it was like Terrence Howard who was like released like a really,
It's because you like messy drama.
Oh yeah, and also it's academic messy drama, which is two things I like. So I get to learn about a topic I'm unfamiliar with, and it's scholars dunking on other scholars or on fake scholars. Very satisfying. I think it was Terrence Howard who was like writing, like coming up with fake ass physics theories and being like, they're too scared of my theories. That was it. It was in math. And he specifically sent his shit to Neil deGrasse Tyson, who responded with a very like genuine, like way better, like way more good faith reading than this paper deserved, in my opinion. I love that shit. I like when academics bitch and clock other ones. And Aloe Vera in chat says, I have recently started watching daytime TV. I'm a huge fan of you. I'm a real big fan of yours, by the way. So, what really ticked him off, the novelist who noticed everything, was that the Russian Wikipedia equivalents of these Chinese articles were either much shorter or just plain didn't exist. The Chinese articles included people and embellishments not found in their equivalent articles or on other languages' Wikipedias. A citation about medieval mining technique led to an article about modern automated mining. Cash-in existed, but its silver mine did not. When Yafan asked Russian speakers to verify details, some references were found to be illegitimate, with either the pages or editions of the books referenced being non-existent. Further investigation into Zhimao's long articles on Slavic battles also didn't appear in the Russian historical record. And Yafan posted his findings on the Chinese question and answer site Jihu in June 2022. So it seems kind of like their version of Yahoo.
Or Quora.
Or Quora, yeah, exactly. Zhimao posted an apology that same month on the English Wikipedia that explained how her actions, initially innocuous, grew out of control. She explained her background as a housewife with neither an advanced degree nor fluency in English or Russian. Unable to read the source material, she augmented the output of translation software with her own imagination, which grew into extended works of fiction.
Hell yeah!
Zhimao attributed the sock puppet accounts to loneliness as imaginary friends or cosplay as parasocial relationships in the absence of other social relationships and circumstances of her husband's frequent business travel. She's apologized
done nothing wrong.
She apologized to the Russian scholars she befriended and portrayed and pledged. And wait. She apologized to the Russian scholars she befriended and portrayed. She was pretending to be presently existing Russian scholars. I think impersonation is bad.
No.
The fake history, okay, I don't think the impersonation is great.
No.
And then she said, and pledged to take up a craft instead of continuing with her project.
Stevie.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with assuming a more exciting identity online, which is all she did.
You shouldn't do it.
In reality, I'm a boring motherfucker.
You shouldn't do it on Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia for you and me.
Yes, you should.
You should do it on Facebook.com.
No, you should do it on Wikipedia. Do it everywhere.
Or on IRS.gov.
You should do it everywhere. Go crazy. You know? Because
as far as the after,
I mean, Stevie, I know for a fact that, you know, I'm boring as fuck in real life. And you...
I don't think that's... Okay.
You're dull as dirt. But now...
I am not.
Stevie, you're so dull. But now, through the magic of the internet, we both seem like extremely exciting people. For instance, I'm going to let chat in on a secret. Stevie hasn't left his apartment in like 15 years. Polycule?
Did he?
Not a thing. There's no polycule. It's all
what about
just
the
a
EKG gel they
series
put on
of
me?
Muppets that Stevie has painstakingly crafted by felting, and then he refers to them.
Yeah. Boyfriend
And
number
me?
1, number 2, number 3, and the girlfriend, yeah.
I live in a bat cave.
Oh, and you do live in the Batcave, and I almost forgot about the Batcave, yeah.
No, not the bat cave, a bat cave.
Lowercase B?
Yeah, lowercase b.
So it is just a cave with bats in it.
Yep, that's all it is. No big
Okay.
supercomputer. No secret entrances from my house and all that. Nope.
Yeah.
Just a dirty ass hole in the ground that drips.
Bummer.
But
Bex in
again,
the chat said,
through the magic of the internet, you sound like a sexual swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler's crazy.
I have assumed the identity of a creature of the night.
You do. Bex asked if I have lied to them for like 4 years about being interesting. If I was playing a little character, how would you know the difference? And would it affect you? If it makes you feel better to think that somebody like me exists in the world, I think you ought to keep thinking that.
Also, you know what? Not to air any of our family grievances.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really met this extended polycule that Stevie refers to. As far
You
as
haven't.
I know,
You literally haven't. Wait.
Stevie's
wrong.
made them up. Nope.
One boyfriend helped your wife move a shelf.
So yeah,
You met one boyfriend.
So you have a boyfriend.
So as far as you know, I'm monogamous and lying.
Yep. As far as I know.
Yeah. I just think it'll make me be be or sound more interesting to have a polycule. The guy who did the interview where he was asking about every single day of the past month on Friday during the cool weed study, at the end of the 1.5 hour interview in which I had to tell him everything I did every single day and which parts of the day I smoked weed in, and because I keep a habit tracker and a diary, I could tell him precisely what I did, who I saw, and when I smoked. At the end of the interview, he was like, this is a guy who I thought was bisexual, who by the end of the interview I was like, he's definitely straight, named after a country singer. He was like, this has definitely been one of the more interesting interviews that I've had. And I was like, yeah, it gives you a cool story. And he was like, well, no, it is confidential. And I said, for your own edification then. And he was like, yeah, you gave me a lot to think about. And I'm like, all right, queen. I should have shown his bitch ass the flow chart. I realized I was just confusing him. I was like, my boyfriend. Oh, that was with 2 of my boyfriends. Oh, that was with my other boyfriend. Oh, I was with my girlfriend. I had to explain what poppers were to him. He hadn't heard of poppers before.
Okay, Stevie.
Yeah.
Hold on. Pause real quick.
Yeah.
To address the question in chat, the cool weed study that Stevie is talking about.
Yeah.
If you'd like to hear more about it, hop on over to our Patreon where we discussed it at length, by which I mean Stevie went for like half an hour and I was trying to
And you didn't even let me finish.
And I cut you off. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I'm wearing this cool watch. And in case you're wondering, it measures my pulse and my sweat. And I realized that I've locked myself into them having a lot of data.
Yeah.
And I do wear it 10 hours out of the day.
Stevie, you have been lured by, real talk here, an embarrassingly small amount of money to sign up
for the first session.
To sign up for an even more intensive panopticon.
Yeah. And in this one, I get to tell it when I smoke weed. And they gave me $42 for the first one, but they're going to give me $587 over the course of the next 6 months. Except actually it looks like it's only going to be 3 months. It looks actually short as fuck from what I was looking at, but whatever. And they send me surveys 5 times a day. And I tell them whether or not I smoked weed since the last survey.
I know.
So,
because you do love a good survey.
I love a good survey, and they're giving me a little bit of money for each one, so why not? But yeah, I did realize that the pulse and the sort of sweat tracker or body temp tracker is perhaps going to glean more data about my goings on I meant to provide, but so it goes.
Stevie, they're going to look at this, and they're not just going to know about things you imbibe. They're also going to know when you fuck. How often?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm talking about. Because I realized it. Guess what? Within 12 hours of putting on the watch. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that the Wikipedia user, she did nothing wrong. More power to her. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
And
they did.
Yeah, I think we actually have enough for an episode.
I would agree. Long story short, people had to go and undo a lot of her edits.
I mean, yeah, I kind of figured, but
yeah.
Still, if you think about it on like the macro level, She is a job provider.
No, that's not true.
She's providing work for people who otherwise wouldn't have that much to do.
No, so it is uncompensated, which you very well know. Wikipedia edits are uncompensated. Also, I made my first ever Wikipedia edit last year, which was in the Wikipedia article about... oh, wait, no, I can't actually say that, because it would dox us. Whoa! Okay, it was a hometown fact. I corrected a hometown fun fact. That was on the Wikipedia article.
Cool.
You'll never know.
So before you go and dox us...
Yeah.
Stevie, it's ironic I'm going to say this and the way that I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
You can find me at stevieb.com. That's steviebea.com. I like it a lot over there. Follow my Twitch. I am in the process of moving this month in with my boyfriends, which is super exciting, but I will be pretty busy. I'm hoping to lock back in on my gaming bullshit once I have a more level home life again. I'm very excited for that. Oh, it'll be so nice. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Freaking, what about you, Mika? Where can people find you?
The good people can find my music at mxmaxwell1.bandcamp.com. You can also find my music on pretty much every streaming service you can think of. Just look up Ms. Maxwell and bam, there I will be. You can also find us over on patreon.com. We do bonus episodes every week now. That's right. Since we have switched to live streaming, we have actually essentially tripled our output.
Mika is constantly putting me on the freaking computer.
So
constantly asking me, can you not go on dates with your polycule and instead talk about the news with me? And I say, I love you and I love podcasts, so yeah.
So if you go on our Patreon for $3 per month, you're getting way more stuff than we can used to offer.
We're already offering quite a bit.
I feel like we're getting, cheated here, but whatever, it's fine. For $3 a month, you get all of our bonus episodes, which we have over 100, plus little extra things that I post on there every now and then, and you can chat with me. I will talk to you on the Patreon. If you wish to give us a little more because you like what we're doing and you feel like you want to toss us some extra, first off, you're cool as fuck.
Oh yeah,
we're big fans of that. Huge thumbs up. You're awesome. But if you sign up for our, you want to do that, you sign up for our $10 per month tier called the Cool Kids Table, because you'll be one of the cool kids. You not only get access to all of the bonus episodes, but I will read your name at the end of every episode.
Big deal. Hell yeah.
Our $10 patrons are Strawberry Love, Xanathar, Kaylee, Venus, Louis Meikle, View Dandy, Althea Petrichor, Lady Willow, and Cassidy Johnson.
And sometimes you get a little kissy from me. Also, y'all should join my Discord server. There is a channel for Yappa Podcast, and you can give us ideas and feedback and jokes and stuff.
Talk more for a second.
Okay, to get the link for my Discord, by the way, just go to stevieb.com. It should be linked right on the homepage. I think, yeah, right now, I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me actually put my link thing in there. stevieb.com. Brink, there you go. We need to figure out how to set up commands on here. I need to help you out with that.
I really need some help on some of the background stuff, but we'll talk about that off camera a bit later. I should also mention, before I forget, we have a YouTube channel for genderswap.com. Hop on over there and subscribe, because Twitch unfortunately doesn't keep our older episodes up for more than a week. So if you happen to miss a week, go to the YouTube. We've got it uploaded there and you can check it out.
The problem is that YouTube has the storage, but Twitch has the engagement.
Oh yeah.
That's what makes it difficult to kind of maintain.
Yeah,
but we're trying to
I'm back and forth
plot those VODs in the
I'm back and forth between the two to make sure that we have it properly archived.
Yeah, which is good, yeah.
You can also see archived episodes of our news mini podcast.
Yes.
Here comes
Mika's
the news.
mini pod.
where once a week on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I show up and talk about the news.
Because there's always more MFing news.
And Stevie frolics with his polycule. Doing what? Who can say?
Who can say? I'm sorry
Not my
about that
business.
invite.
Not my problem.
Fortunate, truly.
But yeah, so we talked about the YouTube, we talked about the Patreon, we talked about the Twitch, which if you're here watching the live stream, glad that you're with us. Glad you came to watch us. If you're not, if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast or watching one of the videos later on, sign up for us on Twitch. We'd love to have you, because like, if this stuff starts going well enough, maybe, perhaps, we might start streaming other random shit. Haven't decided
it'd be
yet.
so fun. That'd be so fun.
But
I'd love to make you game.
Yeah, I think that just about covers everything we were going to talk about. So I guess there's nothing left to say, but...
Oh, bye. I forgot that I say mine first. Holy shit, I blacked out for a second.
Yeah, I love how you do like the silent waving instead of saying the thing. So the audio listeners are just like, wow, that's a lot of dead air. Where did Stevie go?
No, I was just like, my brain like lagged. Holy shit. Yeah, bye.
Anyway, Luigi did nothing wrong. And President Xi, the American people yearn for freedom. And apparently, if the last couple of days' worth of news is anything to indicate, kidnapping presidents is on the table now. So do with that information what you will. Bye.